Alrighty then. Furnishing and housing first. Yeah, of course. Okay, let's see. We're only gonna go over the most important things, okay? We're not gonna read everything. We're only gonna read what's important. So everything that concerns balance and PvP, and the new stuff. Oh, new item sets. We're gonna check them out. Okay, so True Sworn Fury, light armor, spell crit, spell damage, max magicka. Adds 700 spell critical and increases your critical damage by 4%. This bonus doubles to 1400 spell crit and 8% increased crit damage when you are under 75% health. This bonus quadruple. Ah, come on. This shit again? This shit again? I can work with that. That's a good amount of crit damage. I can work with that. But this is basically we have a different set that's kind of like similar, right? Like a stamina one. Okay. Kindra's Wrath. Weapon damage, weapon critical, weapon damage. Dealing damage with a light or heavy attack grants you a stack of Burning Heart. Oh, dude. I have heartburn. I know how it feels to have heartburn. You wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, oh my god, it hurts. I know that feeling. Gives you a stack of Burning Heart for 5 seconds, up to 5 stacks. While you have 5... This is a sentence that Troggy would love. Troggy loves every fucking sentence that has, like, the word stacks in it. Just stacked. If you stack the 5 stacks of stacks, you get stacks equal to the amount of stacks that you stacked before you had the stacks. While you have 5 stacks, you generate an aura of wrath, granting you major berserk, increasing your damage. Oh, it's just 10% now? Major berserk is just 10%? Shit, dude. It's been nerfed. While you have an aura of wrath, allies within 12 meters if you gain minor berserk, increasing by 5. Okay. Not bad for group light, yeah, but I mean, it's probably good that they nerfed Major Berserk last patch, but like looking at it, it still feels weird, right? Feels weird. Yeah, here comes the bash set for you. Drake's Rush. Health, stamina, stamina. When you bash an enemy, you and up to 11 group members within 15 meters if you gain major heroism. Oh, are you kidding me? Major heroism for everybody. So they took away the proc sets, but now like everybody's just gonna like shit on you with like fucking Dawnbreakers every 5 seconds. You gotta be kidding me. This effect can occur once every 18 seconds. Still, I mean, it runs for 12 seconds. That is crazy, dude. That is crazy. Then we have a monster mass, Ancrates Behemoth. Max Magicka. Dealing flame damage to an enemy grants you Behemoth aura for 12 seconds that reaches up to 12 meters. You and up to 11 group members in the aura reduce flame damage taken by 5%. Enemies in the aura increase their flame damage taken by... Oh yeah, okay, so you get more flame damage, 5%. A lot of DKs are going to go for this. Not me. The Cauldron. Unleashed Ritualist. Okay, so the Cauldron is a new... It's a new dungeon, right? Unleashed Ritualist. Light armor. Magicka, Magicka, Magicka. Dealing damage to an enemy applies Ritualist mark to them for 10 seconds. Enemies with your Ritualist mark take an additional 16% damage from your summoned pets. Oh, no! 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 I wonder how many Sorks just fucking gist in their pants. There's probably like at least half a million 12-year-olds that play a fucking Sork as their main. that just literally shot a fucking load in their pants. Like, oh, 16% damage with my... Oh! Fucking hell, dude. Get rid of these fucking pet orcs, man. Dagon's Dominion. Medium armor. Weapon damage, max stamina, weapon damage. Adds 500 weapon damage to your area of effect abilities. Not good. It's not good. It's not good. You want to know why? Because it's just area of effect. So you either like make a full AoE build, but then your AoEs are going to cost a lot, right? AoEs are expensive. So you have to build for a lot of sustain and like cost reduction, therefore reducing the possible damage that you could have. So in the end, you're better off just running a decent build that, you know, has some damage and some sustain. You'd probably get more out of this than running this set. Fool Killer's Ward. Armor, max health, activating block. While in combat, places a damage shield on you. So we took it out of the CP and put it on a set? That's what we're doing now? We're taking this shit out of the CP and just put it on a set? Gotta be kidding me, dude. Great. More blocking and more damage shields. So I guess that kind of answers my question about the tank meta. So yeah, on you and 3 group members within 18 meters. Only 18 meters, wow. That's like only half a keep. That's amazing. For 2 seconds, that absorbs 400 direct damage. At least it's not that big, and at least it's only 2 seconds, but still. If a damage shield breaks, the wearer of the shield restores 6k magicka and stamina? You gotta be kidding me. So once every 30 seconds if a damage shield broke. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds. If no damage shield, bro, come on. People are going to exploit the living shit out of this. I can see fucking Nightblades. I can see fucking Nightblades running around. Oh! I'm running out of resources. Let me just block and cloak. No one can hit me? Alright. 2 seconds. Damage shield went away without breaking. Boom. 6k magic on stamina. Easy. Easy. Hey kitty, good to see you. Baron Zodris. Stamina, magicka, and health. Applying a status effect to an enemy grants you a stack of Zodris ambition for 10 seconds, up to 3 stacks max. When you gain 3 stacks, the stacks are... This is another sentence that's just full of stacks. When you gain 3 stacks, the stacks are removed and you gain 3 ultimate. On gaining ultimate, you cannot gain additional stacks of Zodris ambition for 2 seconds. Okay, let me read that again. So, when you apply a status effect, you apply a stack, but only 3 max. And when the stacks are removed, you gain 3 ultimate, so 9 ultimate. I mean, if you have a build that constantly applies shit, and they're gonna run out after 2 seconds, I mean, I think, like, overall, that's a good amount of ultimate that you're getting. The shield, well, no. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I read it wrong. I thought it would automatically happen when the shield runs out without breaking, kind of like the sword and board shield. But you're right. You can recast it after 10 seconds if it didn't break. Okay. Well, that makes sense, but honestly, that's like a 2k damage shield in PvP. Like, any light attack is going to break that. So, I don't know. But then it puts you on a 30-second cooldown. It's just weird. This is weird. Well, anyway. That's the sets. Furnishings, blah, blah, blah. We don't want that. Champion point system update. In this update, we've revamped the entire champion point system with an updated UI and all new stars to choose. Now, when building your character, you'll have more choices than ever before. Wow, more choices. It's amazing. The goals for this change include several factors. The new system encourages horizontal progression over vertical. I don't really know what that means. I mean, I've heard these terms before. I don't know what that actually means. Like in terms of like actual gameplay. But hey, whatever. The new champion system reduces how many passives are on a character at one time, reducing the calculations per combat action. That's the thing that I was, you know, begging for years now. So that's a good thing. Expandability is essential to the health of character progression. That's true. And the revamped champion system has far greater flexibility for expansion in the future. Thank you. Constellations have been renamed from the Mage, Warrior, and Thief to Warfare, Fitness, and Craft. See, like the fitness thing is kind of like, I don't know. I'm not sure about the fitness thing. That sounds weird. Like, I remember yesterday, Alcast posted some screenshots on Twitter. And when I saw that, I saw this like champion point looking thing with the name Fitness. I thought it was like photoshopped or something. And I chuckled at it because like, we got a fitness tree now. We got a, what is it, like spa and fitness now? But it's actually fitness. So, I don't know. I found it quite funny. But apparently we have fitness now. We'll see. Constellations have been reduced from 9 to 3, but the variety of stars available to spend points in has greatly increased. I don't know what that means. Stars are interconnected in a way such that spending enough points to unlock the bonus awarded from a star will also unlock the path to its connected stars. Oh, okay. Stars within constellations are categorized under two main types. Non-slottable. These are stars which give you their noted stats and do not feed further. Do not need further interaction other than adding the requisite points to activate the stat bonus listed. And then slottable. That's interesting. I want to see what that is. These are stars which give you their noted stats but must be added to the new champion bar. To activate the bonus listed in the star. Okay. Interesting. We added a new champion bar to the top of the champion constellations UI. This allows you to slot up to 4 stars from each of the 3 constellations. You can swap out any slotted star at any time while not in combat. Oh, great. Not in combat. I hope they fix the combat system. Because I don't want to get stuck in combat anymore. It's been years now. Cost of respec and is still 3k. Good. The CP cap per update has been lifted. Oh yeah. Now you can spend up to the 3,600 point cap. We've adjusted the rate at which you gain CP to accommodate for the cap lift. We'll see if I can get a little boost. So I can farm a little more CP here for my builds. You still only earn champion points at level 50 or higher, but as with the original CP system, you can spend any you have earned regardless of your level. All characters have had their base health increased to 16k up. What? All characters have had their base health increased to 16k up from 8k. Their magic and stamina increased to 12 from 8. Wow. These changes were made to offset the loss of the 20% stat increases gained from the original champion point system, where spending 100 points in a tree would increase the base stat of the tree by 20%, but that's still more. That's still way more. Like way more. Like they doubled this shit almost. Like they almost doubled it on the health, and you know, not quite doubled it on the magic and stamina. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that. Characters now also take 15% reduced damage at base to reduce the loss of the mitigation from the champion point system. Characters now also start with 20 weapon and spell damage at level 1 and gain an additional 20 per level up to 1000 at level 50. So you can have 1000 base spell damage without a weapon on at level 50? What? Am I reading that right? Can I just be level 50? Don't have a weapon and then just still have 1000? Because that would mean I can finally do my unarmed build. I can finally run around just punching people. Armor changes. Okay, equipped armor pieces now passively augment your character's effectiveness at a baseline in addition to their purchasable passives. Their effects are now denoted in the armor section of the skill screen and are unlocked immediately upon unlocking the skill line itself. Find their effects below. Light armor bonuses. Reduce your damage taken from magical attacks by 1% per piece worn. So up to 7 basically. Reduces the cost of dodge roll by 3% per piece worn. Oh wow, that's a lot for light armor. That's a lot for light armor. Increases your movement speed while sneaking by 5%. I see the speed DK making a comeback. That alone brings a lot of speed back that I don't have to build for, which then goes into damage. Dude, if this is the patch that I can play my fucking speed one-shot DK again, and you guys can finally see what that actually looks like, baby! Please! Am I awake? Am I awake? Is this happening? Reduces the cost of break free by 5%. Holy shit. Reduces the cost of bash. Holy shit. Light armor penalties. Like, light armor looks good. Light armor penalties. Increases your damage taken from martial, so physical, basically. Attacks 1% per piece worn. Increases the cost of block by 3%. That's good. Increases your damage done with bash. Oh, decreases your damage done with bash by 1%. Okay. Okay, medium armor. Let me see. Reduces the cost of sprint by 1% per piece worn. Reduces the cost of sneak. Oh, shit. That's a cheap sneak, dude. 5% per piece worn. Reduces the cost of block by 3% per piece worn. Looking good. Reduces your damage taken from area of effect attacks by 2% for 2 seconds after you dodge roll. Ooh. 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 Increases your movement speed by 2% while immune to crowd control. Ooh. Just that's it, 2%. Not bad. Heavy armor bonuses. Wait. Oh yeah. Medium doesn't have penalties. Medium doesn't have penalties. Lucky duck. Heavy armor bonuses. Reduces your damage taken from martial attacks by 1% per piece worn. Increases the amount of damage blocked by 1% per piece worn. Increases the damage done with bash. Ooh. Heavy armor bash builds now, huh? By 3% per piece worn. That's actually a lot. You can go like 21% extra bash. I see a certain build. I don't know why the word clown comes to mind. I don't know why. Why am I thinking about clowns all of a sudden? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Just came to mind. Heavy armor penalties. Increases your damage taken from magical attacks. Reduces the movement speed bonus of sprint by 1% per piece worn. I mean, that makes sense. You know, it makes sense. Increases the cost of roll dodge by 3% per piece worn. Wow. No more rolling. No more rolling, dude. That's going to be expensive. Increases the size of your detection area while sneaking. Heavy armor. Oh, no. Okay, this is the penalty. So you're going to be easier detectable. Okay. 10% per piece worn. 10% per piece. What the fuck? You're going to be seeing people from like a mile away. You're going to be seeing people from a mile away. They can be in stealth with an invis pot sitting behind a fucking tree. You're probably still going to see them. They're probably going to light up like a fucking Christmas tree as soon as you look in their general direction. It's probably going to put a fucking glowing arrow above your head. You get a little pop-up when you look in the direction. It says, hey, someone's sitting behind the tree. Go get him. Unbelievable. 10% per piece. Holy shit, dude. No more sneaking. No more sneaking. Okay, the above changes were done to help increase the effect of armor. Effect that armor plays on your build by augmenting your core combat mechanics such as break free, roll dodge, sprint in ways that are not already apparent in the paradigms. Additionally, the rock paper scissors effect that armor was originally meant to follow should have more sharp effects in PvP situations where light armor is stronger versus heavy but weaker versus medium, and heavy is stronger versus medium. Okay. You also try to avoid outright buffing the same exact playstyles that already exist with some armor types in efforts to improve armor viability rather than reinforcing the existing patterns. For example, light armor has much more freedom with most of its stamina costs, but is less effective with outright soaking damage. Well, as it should be. Heavy armor is now slower but bulkier, and medium armor is now more slippery with less sharp bonuses. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I like a lot of things about this. I like a lot of things. You like the heavy penalties? Yeah, they're not bad. I kind of like light armor. Light armor sounds pretty good to me, especially for the kind of build that I want to play again. So all armor passives now scale per piece of armor equipped, rather than some of them granting bonuses while wearing 5 pieces or more. This, along with the new penalty and bonus system of armor, should help diversify build variety and increase the viability of unique options such as 4-3 in all 7 pieces. What was it? Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, I know what that means. Light armor constant. Oh yeah, these are the passives now. Would love to go back to light. Dude, I might run light armor on a fucking stamina build. Like this might be a thing. If you want to go like glass cannon stamina, you might go light armor. We'll see. Well, probably not, because they still have some bonuses that we're going to go over now in a second. So if you're wearing one heavy chest on a stam blade, how does it affect your cloak? Well, the cloak is not going to be affected. Cloak's not going to be affected. Cloak is invisibility. So, you know, no one's going to pull you out of cloak just by being near you, right? But if you're trying to sneak away, the radius at which you will pop out of stealth when someone gets near you is going to be much bigger. But, you know, cloak is not going to be affected because, you know, it doesn't matter how much, you know, stealth detection people have. Like, because stealth and cloak are basically two different things. Because cloak is basically like a forced stealth, right? You can go invisible while standing in enemy Zerg as long as they don't hit you with any AoE shit that pulls you out. You're still gonna be invisible. So, but it's gonna be harder to, you know, like sneak up on someone if you don't have cloak. But then again, you know, you probably don't want to sneak up on someone when you're in heavy armor. Probably don't want to do that. Okay, let's look at the passive for light armor. Concentration. This passive now grants up to like almost 1k spell penetration per piece of... Oh wow, that's a lot. You can go like almost 7k spell penetration here. That's interesting. That's interesting. You can get way more penetration now. I'm really interested in... the days of 5-1-1 is basically gone, right? We don't have to do this anymore. We can just mix and match until we reach the, you know, the desired stats. That's interesting. That's actually interesting. I like that. Okay, Prodigy. The passive now grants up to 1 spell critical per piece of armor worn, rather than 10% when wearing 5 pieces or more. Ah, yeah, that's less. That's less. Spell warding increases the amount of spell resistance granted per stack, per rank, to 700, up from 300. So we're gonna have more medium armor meta. Ah, Nowitzki. Not so sure about that. We'll see. We'll see. Light armor looks pretty decent. Not gonna lie. Light armor has a lot to offer. Okay, medium armor, agility. This passive now grants 2% weapon damage per piece of medium armor worn, rather than 15% when wearing 5 pieces or more. Okay, so less damage overall, but you can get a little bit more out of it on a mixed build. Dexterity, increase the amount of weapon crit gained to 1% per piece of medium armor worn, down from 1.5 per piece. Okay, less. Okay. Heavy armor, rapid manding. Rapid manding. The passive now increases the healing taken by 1% for every 2 out of 1 pieces of... What? For every one... No, this is probably a typo, right? 1% for 1 piece of heavy. I mean, it's okay. Resolve. Increase the amount of armor granted per piece of heavy armor worn to... 343, down from 363. So... didn't change much. Didn't change much. They keep screwing crit. That's okay, dude. It's okay. I think, honestly, crit might still be the way to go if you really want to hit really hard. 20 less armor, yeah. Whatever. Revitalize. So this passive now increases the resources restored from fully charged heavy attacks by 4% per piece of heavy armor worn, rather than 25%. Okay. So this could potentially be a little bit more. And it benefits, you know, mixed builds. Then we get the advanced stats. You can now view additional combat stats about your character by selecting advanced stats within the character menu. This includes a variety of additional offensive, defensive, and utility bonuses that your character currently has based on their equipment buffs, debuffs, skills, champion points, blah, blah, blah. Fast travel outside of homes There are many reasons to visit your lovely home, but sometimes you just want to use it as a handy fast travel point. For times like those, you can now select the travel to outside option when traveling to any of your homes, and will take you right outside the front door without any extra load screens. I mean, there's going to be a load screen, right? But you don't have to like then go back out and get another one. You can of course still travel straight inside as before with the travel to inside option. Okay, so that's not bad, but it's not a big deal, to be honest. Furnishing and house guest preview, yeah, whatever. New homes. Is there like a... No. What's with the pet that turns into a house? Can I find this in here? I want to read about this. I still don't understand how it works. New furnishings. Yeah, we don't have to go over that. New antiquities. Probably not anything for PvP, right? Battleground stuff. There's no antiquities. No sets for us. What else we got here? Champion point system. Tooltips in the champion point system are still under adjustments, and many will currently display information that is not entirely encompassing. Their effect may be mislabeled or will not update their values in real time. Great, thanks. That's going to make it easier to test things. This will be fixed in a future PTS patch and is a priority. Well, thank you. Some champion star tooltips are not reporting their total bonus. To verify stat gains from CP this week, please refer to your character sheet or advanced stats. Okay, we'll do that. Some champion point stars may be difficult or impossible to interact with based on your screen resolution. Oh, great. We're currently investigating ways to solve this issue, but if you run into such a situation where this happens, try to go settings, video interface, setting custom scale. Okay. Champion point star shield master is not properly applied to crystallized shield and sun shield or their morphs. Note that this star currently does not affect abilities that grant a damage shield as an auxiliary effect, such as ferocious leap or shielded assault. Okay, well, we'll see that. What else have we got? Is there any balancing changes? Combat and abilities. Gaining resistances for a particular damage type no longer grants immunities to its respective status effect, and adjusted racial passives that once granted immunities to make up for this loss. Twin blade and blunt. Oh my god. Is it bad? You want my opinion? We're gonna get there. Okay, monsters no longer have a random chance to apply status effects such as burning or poison from their attacks naturally, and will only apply these status effects, these statuses through intentional means when designed as such. Wait till you are there. Oh. Now I'm worried. This adjustment should help whatever. I don't care about that. Fix an issue where casting another ability right after a failed ground target ability could cause you to become unable to cast another ground target ability. Oh, interesting. There are now 3 status effects for the following damage types: bleed, physical, and magic damage. Bleed damage has a chance to apply hemorrhaging. It deals slightly weaker damage than burning over 4 seconds and applies minor mangle. Oh shit. Oh, we're getting mangled now. We're gonna get mangled left and right. Physical damage has a chance to apply Sundered. This deals minor damage and applies Minor Breach for 4 seconds. So we get a free Minor Breach now? Everybody gets a free Minor Breach? Magic damage has a chance to apply Overcharged. Deals minor damage and applies Minor Magicka Steel. Ooh, more sustain. But magic damage also applies to like fire and shit like that, right? Elemental types. Fix an issue where some status effects such as disease, chilled, concussed could fail to be recognized as status effects from sets and passes and stated while under the effect of the status effect. Minor Brittle. Fix an issue where this debuff could not be applied via the chill status effect. Okay. Ooh! Class changes. Dragon Knight. Ardent Flame. Lava Whip. Molten Whip. Fix an issue where the weapon and spell damage from this... Yeah! Exactly! That's the bug that we talked about. Remember when we looked at this and the weapon and spell damage didn't go up for using Ardent Flame abilities? Very nice. It's going to be fixed now. Dark Talons. This ability and the Choking Talons morphs now deal flame damage rather than magic damage. Oh yeah. And Ignite synergy now also deals flame damage rather than magic damage. That's nice. Petrify. Shattering Rocks. This morph now heals you when the stun ends on the enemy rather than causing the enemy's next attack to heal their target. This will also fix numerous issues where the heal belonged to the attacker and use their stats rather than yours. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I could never get this to work properly when I used it, so it's probably going to be better now. Necromancer Gravelord. Frozen Colossus. Fix an issue where this ultimate and its morphs could return as damage over time in some cases. Interesting. Nightblade. Assassination. Mark target. Fix an issue where this ability's morphs sourcing of Major Breach could be removed if the ability was recast while still active on the target. Okay. Consuming Darkness. Hidden Refresh heal now ticks once every second rather than half second and adjusted the total healing to remain roughly the same. While this synergy is active, it now displays what it does when hovering over in your active effects tab. Veiled Strike or Surprise Attack. This morph now applies the Sundered status effect on hit rather than reducing the target's physical resistance by 5% if you successfully flanked the target. Cripple. Debilitate morph. This morph now applies the Overcharge status effect each tick rather than applying minor magic. Well, yeah, it's basically the same, right? Dark Magic for the Sorcerer. Crystal Shard. Reduce the damage of this ability and the crystal fragments morph by approximately 2%. His spread is screaming at his at his monitor right now. He's like, no! But I haven't seen his spread in a while, so I don't know if he's still playing. He's probably not going to come back for that to match the proper ranged cast time standards. Okay. Daedric Minds. Fix an issue where this ability and its morphs were considered area of effect attacks, despite only hitting one target per mine. Fix an issue where these abilities could return as damage over time. And that means my sorcerer is probably going to hit a little harder in some cases. I like that. Thank you. Daedric Curse. Fix an issue where this ability and its morphs could cause your next animation to hitch or jitter. Happens. Overload. Fixed an issue where the heavy attack from this ultimate and its morphs could return as damage over time. Isn't it damage over time? Is an Overload heavy attack not damage over time? Because I'm pretty sure it is. So why is that an issue? Not supposed to be damage over time? It's kind of rough, I'm not gonna lie. Burning Light for the Templar. This passive now has a 3-second window between each stack rather than a 1.1 second window. to reduce the cadence in which you must consistently attack with an Adric Spear ability. Okay. So you can be slower now until you get your full stacks. Doesn't really change anything about, you know, most builds. You can just, you know, take your time now. Just be a little slower. Solar Flare. Reduce the cast time of this ability to 0.8, down from 1 second. Reduce the damage done by approximately 21%. This already doesn't hit that hard. Reduce the cost a little bit. Developer comment. What do you have to say? Similar to other cast time abilities we've taken, the approach to quicker cast time. Make this ability easier to weave within the 1 second build cooldown. Should also help reduce burst potential when combined with other high hitting attacks. Honestly, I don't think Solar Flare hits very hard anymore. It's not a super hard hitting skill. 21% damage nerf. Pretty doo-doo now. Storing Light Weaver. Fixed an issue where this passive did not properly grant its stated armor when you're channeling. Okay. Warden, Winter's Embrace, Frozen Gate. Fixed an issue where the damage from this ability morphs could return as damage over time. Okay, so that's apparently a theme here. Oh, weapons now. Okay, bow. Heavy attacking with a bow has a completely new reload animation. Sorry, I'm just such a fucking dumbass sometimes. Okay, so completely new reload animation that is faster and smoother than before. Wow. With 100% less jitters. Wow. The power of a sober mind does wonders on the battlefield. The power of a sober mind does wonders when developing a game. Mr. Lambert. Does wonders. Sometimes you want to lay off the booze. Accuracy. This passive now grants critical chance rather than weapon critical. Oh. Interesting. My cat is just... Ignore the cat if you can hear it. That is interesting. That means you can use a bow for a Magicka build and get some crit chance. Rank 2 now. Oh, here comes the cat. My cat's on the desk right now. Shh, I'm not here. Okay, rank 2 now grants 6% critical chance, up from 5. Honestly, this could be interesting. Snipe, reduce the cast time to 0.8, down from 1. The ability and its morphs have a much faster, smoother animation to support their new cast time. Reduce the damage done by 21%. Reduce the base cost. Increase the travel speed slightly to help reduce the ability to fire off multiple projectiles before the original projectile landed. See ya, dude. See ya. Focused aim. This morph now ranks up in cost reduction rather than 1% damage. Okay. So, faster cast time, but can't spam them anymore. And just have them land at the same time, which is good. Dual Wield, Blade Cloak. Deadly Cloak. Reduce the visual and audio effects on this ability to once every 2 seconds rather than every second. To make it less obnoxious. Okay. Thought it was 2 seconds. Rand, Thrive in Chaos. This morph's hitbox now more accurately matches its visual effects. Twin Blade and Blunt. Okay, here we go. Let me have some water first before I read this. Okay, I'm ready. Axis now increases your critical damage and healing done by what? By 4% per axe rather than having a chance to apply a bleed. Daggers now grant 3.4% critical chance per dagger. That's good. Maces now grant 1600 armor penetration Ooh, that's good. Swords now grant 142 weapon damage per sword rather than increasing damage done. That's good. That's good. That opens up the weapons for magicka builds. I like that. I actually like that. You can actually benefit from having different weapons now. Like especially honestly, axes might be the way to go for a magicka. I haven't read the 2H yet. I assume that 2H has like a similar thing going on here. But axes are pretty good if you want to deal a lot of damage now. Okay, two-handed. I feel a sneeze coming. Heavy weapons. Rework the passive to grant the following bonuses. Axes now grant 8% crit damage and healing done. Yeah. Maces grant 3000 armor penetration. Yep. Wow. And swords grant 284 weapon and spell damage. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not sure if I like the sword. I feel like the sword is a little weak. I feel like 8% crit damage and 3k armor penetration is a lot more than 300 weapon and spell damage. I feel like swords need a little extra. I'm not happy with the swords. I feel like I don't know the exact math on it, but it seems like they're falling a bit under the table right now. Okay, Soul Magic, Soul Strike. Fixed an issue where this ultimate and its morphs could fail to trigger other sets that had while in combat requirements. Okay. Mist Form. Oh god, Mist Form. Oh. What do you got for me? Fixed an issue where this ability and its morphs would cancel themselves while falling. While falling or when hitting the ground? It's probably just while falling, right? Because it always canceled when you hit the ground, when you took fall damage. Fix an issue where these abilities could fail to grant proper CC immunity in some cases. Thank you. Fix an issue where attempting to use this ability after using a cast time ability would cause you to enter and immediately leave the form. Got him! Got him! Hell yeah, brother. Got him! Hircine's Bounty for the werewolf. Hircine's Fortitude. Reduce the health and stamina recovery cap of this morph to 333 down from this unholy number that I will not say. Pounds. Brutal Pounds. Fix an issue where the brutal carnage damage over time was not properly inheriting the damage increase from Carnage's rank up progression. Savage Strength. This passive now grants major resolve on both ranks rather than increasing your armor. Okay. This was done to tone down some of the staggering defenses that werewolves could obtain with little to no effort. Thank you. Yeah. Indeed. Pack Leader Morph. The direwolf summoned from this ultimate no longer taunt enemies and cause them to behave erratically since they cannot be targeted. Okay, perfect. Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna hit the toilet real quick, and then we're gonna continue with the fighter skills. Okay, stay here. Don't go away. Alrighty then. Let's continue. Okay, fighter skill, Banish the Wicked. This passive now grants you up to 3 ultimate whenever you kill an enemy while you have a fighter skill ability slotted. Oh. Yep. That's a shame. There goes a lot of potential ultimate for some builds. You have to have something on, which is for most people is probably going to be Dawnbreaker. And you get ultimate for every kill. Not just Undead and Daedra. Which is good. But some builds are just definitely going to miss out on some things here. Mage's Guild, Entropy. Fix an issue where this ability and its morphs could cause your next animation to hitch or jitter. Spell Symmetry. Fix an issue where where casting this ability could desync your magicka bar. Whatever that means. Continuous attacks from the Assault Tree. This passive now always grants major guild. Oh, always great. Dude, we don't have to cast this anymore. You get the major gallop every like all times. This ability and its morphs no longer grant major gallop since it's no longer necessary. Reduce the cost too. Goodbye add-on. Thank fucking goodness. Thank fucking goodness. No more riding into battle, and like right as the fucking light attack hits me from some fucking enemy type guy, my fucking add-on switches the skills, and it hits me, and I'm just in combat being pummeled on by 20 people, and I don't even have the one fucking skill that I need. No more. Racial. Slightly adjusted some racial passives now that champion points have been reworked. And the new standards, and a few standards within the set bonus efficiency system have been changed. For simplicity's sake, we have listed the final rank adjustment. Okay. Orgonian Resistance. This passive no longer grants immunity to disease damage status effect, and once again grants an equal amount of poison resistance. Resourceful. This passive now also grants 1,000 stamina. Reduce the resources restored to 3k from 4k. Breton. Spell Attunement. Increase the magicka recovery granted from this passive to 130. Okay, a little more. Dark Elf Dynamic. Increase the magicka, the max magicka and stamina. Ugh, come on, really? By fucking 35? That's like spreadsheet Andy. Chris, welcome in, dude. Welcome in, everybody. Please give my man a shout out. Be so nice. Thank you. There you go. Chris, how was the stream? And what do you think? What do you think? We're just going over the changes right now. So, increase the magic and stamina granted to just a little bit. Like, that's like some typical spreadsheet Andy that says, you know what the Dark Elf class needs? 35 more magicka and stamina. All right, I'm gonna put that on my list here. Haven't seen. Had a sponsored stream. You had a sponsored stream today. Oh my god. Who sponsored you? Who sponsored you? Resist Flame. The passive no longer grants immunity to the burning status effect. Increase the flame resistance to 4.6. Oh, wow. So more flame resistance now. And no longer immunity. Raid Shadow Legends. I could have guessed. They sponsor everybody. They haven't sponsored me yet, but god damn it. Like I've watched all kinds of content on YouTube, and they're like everywhere. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you watch. It was good. I've seen it before. It's not my kind of game, but I've seen it before. Because like I said, everybody was sponsored by it. Okay, High Elf. Elemental Talent. This passive now also grants weapon and spell damage rather than only spell damage. Oh wow, High Elf getting more and more interesting here. Spell recharge. Reduce the restore on passive to 600. Okay, it'll just by 15. Come on, dude. The passive now works from any ability used rather than only class abilities. Wow, interesting. Chris, there's a lot of cool changes here. I'm telling you, things are happening. Things are happening. Light armor, very interesting. Also, weapon changes, very interesting. Also, like all kinds of changes. All kinds of changes here. Very interesting for, you know, Magicka builds. Magicka builds get to use different weapons now, because like all the physical weapon attributes also apply to Magicka now, which is really interesting. So you can have more penetration, for example, when you're using a maul on a Magicka tune, which is really interesting. Really interesting. High Elf Stamblades, honestly, yeah. High Elf is a really good class now for Magicka Stamina or hybrids. Really good now. Actually, probably better than Dark Elf. Thinking about it. So Imperial, Red Diamond. This passive no longer restores health, Magicka, and stamina whenever you deal direct damage. What else does it do? What else does it not do? That's the real question here. Increase the cost reduction to 6 from 3. That's not bad. Well, that's a decent amount of cost reduction. Khajiit, Feline Ambush. Increase the crit damage and healing done to 12 from 10. Wow. Here comes Ghost. Ghost is going to have a good patch next patch. Ghost is going to be out there. I can already see Jack just fucking like tearing people up. Getting all the best fucking passes from all the new stuff here. Lunar Blessings. Increase the max health, Magicka, and stamina granted to 900 up from 800. You know, doesn't hurt. Nord, Resist Frost. This passive no longer grants immunity to chilled. Increase the frost resistance. So basically like the Dark Elf here. Rugged. Reduce the armor granted. Oh, wow. A little less armor here. Nords get the nerf stick. I mean, I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I don't think losing like 1.3k armor is going to make a difference. They murdered Orc. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Oh, it's actually the next one. Brawny. Reduce the max stamina to 1k down from 2k. Well, 2k is a lot. Not going to lie. Swift Warrior. This passive now grants weapon and spell damage rather than weapon damage, making the Orc more interesting for some stamina builds. Slaggers, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, what do we got here? Unflinching Rage. This passive now heals for 2k when you deal damage once every 4 seconds rather than healing for 600 health when you deal damage with a weapon attack. Wow, that's really good. I wouldn't say they got nerfed. Like 2k health whenever you deal damage over once every 4 seconds. It's really good. There's some builds that can really take advantage of that. Definitely not bad. Fix an issue where this passive was not considered a proc. Interesting. Built-in procs, huh? The heal from this passive can no longer critically strike. Well, you know, it is what it is. It's an Orc. Why does Dark Elf get more stam? Because it's a Dark Elf, okay? Because it's the master race. There's a reason people say Dark Elf master race. That's what people say, right? They say that. Pretty sure I heard people say that. Probably was just me, but hey, someone said it. Redguard, Adrenaline Rush. Increase the stamina restored from this passive to, I mean, 1k from 950. Whatever. Argonian is Master Race. Okay, listen. Listen, punk. Listen, punk. Okay? Okay? Listen. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something about Argonians. They built their houses out of shit. Whose shit, you might ask? Their own shit. They don't even build their houses out of other people's shit. No, they use their own shit to build their houses, okay? That's your Argonian master race. Come on, dude. Get fucking real. Get fucking real. Fuck Argonians. Okay, Wood Elf, Hunter's Eye. The movement speed and armor penetration granted from this passive no longer require you to roll dodge to get... What? Really? You just get movement speed and armor penetration at all times? Wow. Decrease the movement speed? Oh, okay, so they decreased it, okay. But still, though. It's on all the time. It's not bad. You know, the overall values are not like, you know, they're not crazy, but it's on, right? It's like RTX. It's on. Resist affliction. This passive no longer grants immunity. Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's see. Reduce the amount of critical chance rating granted per set bonus. This means all sets and passives that granted critical rating have been adjusted to meet the new standard. All singular aligned stat bonuses have been adjusted to this value. Okay, so less, I guess. So this is just basically like the reduced crit chance here. Wow, everything has been reduced, huh? Wow. Even Slimecraw? I haven't used Slimecraw in quite some time because it's actually... It's not a good set anymore. They nerfed it too much. I feel like I was the only person using Slimecraw, and now they nerfed it, and like now no one's using it anymore. What is the Sundered status effect? Ugh, physical damage has a chance to apply Sundered. It deals minor damage and applies minor breach. So you get minor breach for free, right? Okay, Slimecraw. In efforts to combat against the effectiveness of pre-buff sets, or sets that retain their effect after activating and unequipping them. That's a thing? That's a thing? You can just... I didn't know that was a thing. I would have done that. So these sets now require to be in combat for their 5-piece bonus to activate. All Halls of Fabrication unique sets, Armor Master, Meritorious Service, Moon Dancer, Lich, Spectre's Eye, Tooth of Locustites. Is that how you say it? Locustites? Locstis? I don't know. Whatever. Undaunted Infiltrator and Weaver. These buffs no longer retained if you're unequipped. Okay, Baylord and Stygian. That retained? What? Okay. I didn't know that. Okay, crafted. Adapt Rider. This set now permanently grants Major Gallop and Major Expedition when worn, rather than granting the Major Evasion while mounted. And creating a harmful area that damages. Oh yeah. That's good. I like that. Lockstitch. It says Locksteets. Lockstitch? I don't know. I don't think that's how you say it. Okay, we got some Automaton got some change here. Look at this. The set now clarifies it also works with bleed damaging abilities. Oh no, it's not a change, it's just clarifying. Since it's a new damage type. Interesting. So you can go Automaton if you want to do a bleed build. Probably not bad. What do we got here? PvP sourced. Alessian, this set now has a cap. How much health recovery do people get out of this set on a werewolf? How much do they get out of it? I mean, like, a 1300 is still a lot. Ravager fixed multiple issues where the set could proc off abilities that did not attempt to reduce a target's resistance. Monster Mask, Celine. This set no longer has a 15% proc chance and is now guaranteed to proc on any non-proc melee damage. See, that's what I don't like. Any melee damage. Like, why doesn't it have more proc conditions? It can be a guaranteed proc, but it should have more proc conditions. Just hitting someone with a fucking melee light attack is just not enough. Increase the cooldown to 6 seconds up from 4. Reduce the damage. Wow. Only 11k now. Gee, thanks. Tremor scale. Fixed an issue where this set's physical resistance reduction was considered a snare in some cases. Interesting. Okay, what else we got here? Housing. That's it. We're done. We're through. We're actually through. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see if we can